So good morning, dear students. Can you listen to me? Okay. You may keep your videos on, so I cannot see many of you. Only one person is visible, Prakhar Yadav. Others are not there. Their videos are not visible. So please keep your videos on. Okay. So we are studying about business risk, and in the previous class we have studied about the business risk and the nature of business risk. So we studied that business risk arises due to uncertainties. We also saw that the business risk is essential part of every business, and degree of risk depends mainly upon the nature and size of business, and profit is the reward for risk taking. So these things we have already studied. Now, next topic that we have to study is about the cause of business risk. So what is the reason for business risk, or how the business risk comes into existence? What are the reasons? Okay, cause of business risk. There are various reasons or various causes are there for the business risk. So the first one is a natural cause, natural causes. Okay. So the first one is a natural causes. So natural causes, as the name indicates, you can easily understand that these are the natural things. Like human beings have little control over natural calamities like flood, earthquake, lightning, heavy rains, famine, etc. Okay, property and income in business can be affected by these kinds of risk. So these are the things which is like the natural calamities, like the flood, okay, or heavy rain, lightning, or landslide, or so all these type of things are there. So the human beings have no any control over these kinds of things. See, like if we are doing a business, and if there is a flood, okay, and because of the flood we will not be able to transport the products to the place where we are, or imagine that's like we are having a warehouse, and in that area is so much amount of rainfall is there, and if the water goes into it, and the products may get spoiled. So if a flood is there, it can create problems. Like, or if see, like some kind of companies are there which is connected with the agricultural products, so raw materials like biscuit manufacturing companies or food manufacturing companies and so on are there. So they have to depend on agriculture for their raw materials. So if there's a drought, and if all the food grains are getting spoiled, so what happens? The wheat gets spoiled, or rice flour is used, and if these things get spoiled, then what will happen? The cost of the raw materials will be increasing. Okay, first of all, we will not have sufficient amount of food grains, or a sufficient amount of raw materials will not be there, and the business cannot run properly. Okay, so then see, like earthquake. So if we are having a company or a showroom and all these type of things are there, and if earthquakes comes, then what will happen? If who is this? Yeah. Okay. So these kinds of things may take place. Okay, so there will be some kind of issues like that. So these problems may arise. So there is a chance that such kind of issues will be there. So the natural causes are quite natural. And there is human beings or all the business enterprises has got very less control, or we can say that there is no control at all. We cannot control these kinds of activities. So if a heavy rain is there, or drought is there, or earthquake is there, or lightning is there, all these type of things are there, we cannot have any control over these type of things. Okay, so that is a things that is there. So it will come under the category of pure risk. So we have studied about two types of risks, isn't it? So that is a pure risk and the speculative risks are there. So in this, this will come in the category of pure risk. Okay. Then next we have to study is about the human causes. Human causes. The second one is the human causes. The human causes means that it is connected with the human being or the people, those who are working in the organization or the business. Human causes include such unexpected events like dishonesty, carelessness, or negligence of employees, stoppage of work due to power failure, strikes, riots, management inefficiency, etc. So there are different reasons, different human reasons can be also there when we do the business. So there are so many human risks are there. Okay. So see, the first one is that dishonesty. Imagine that's like we are having an employee, or imagine if the manager is there and he is having a PA, and he is very close to that person, and the manager is trusting the this PA and informing him about the project that we are going to make. Okay, so we are making some plan, we are making going to make some new project, and the details we are sharing with the PA, or maybe to the secretary or to a assistant employee. Okay, but this person, instead of being, so he is a dishonest person. So if such a person is there, he is very dishonest, he is not a trustworthy person. So what he is doing is that he may share the information from our company to our competitive companies or other companies. So he will inform this information to other company. Then what will happen? The other company can make use of the this information. So in every company like this, there are some spies and such type of people are there. So they use. But the managers, they understand who all are the trustworthy people, who all are the spies, all this, they will test it. And after that only they will share all the details. They will not share. But if it happens to be like that, if the manager is sharing the information with someone, and if that person is not a trustworthy person, so he may share this information with his competing companies, other companies, and the information may be leaked. So it will create a huge loss. Imagine that's like we have a new product to make it, and we have made all the plans of how the product is to be made. If this information is handed over to the competing company, so they will also produce similar product. You know, so they don't know what product the company is going to make, but they can get idea about the products, and they will be making this product. And before this company brings in this product into the market, the other company will establish this product and they will be selling. So what happens is that that company will make more profit and our company will lose. So huge loss we will have to face because of the dishonesty. Another one is the carelessness. Okay, so carelessness means the employees are not careful about the work that they are doing. Imagine that's like if we switch on a motor or if we switch on a machine, and if we forget to switch it off, and he like if in the morning we are switching it on, and in the evening we are supposed to close it and stop the engine, and after that we have to go home. But if the employee is very much careless and he is just leave the office without stopping it, and if the machine is working all throughout the night, and it may get burned. Okay, so in my neighborhood there was a person, there was a man, and he got a government job. He was getting the job in a water authority. So it means that his work is to there is one area is there, and his job is to switch on the motor. There is a very big, very powerful motor is there. And you know, see, like this water tank and all is there, a very big tank is made on the top, somewhere on the hilly areas we are, it will be there. So this motor will be pumping and that tank will be getting filled. So this person is appointed in the place where this well is there, and there is another person on the top where that this one is there. So it is many years before, there was no mobile phone and all, only land phone was there. So what he did is that he switched on the motor, and that person, the one who is in the where the water tank is there, so there is another person, so he will check how much water is there, and when it is filling, he will inform this person. So it will take, see, like if they switch on the motor, it will work for 4 or 5 hours, and the motor can work like that. So this person, what he did is that he know that it is like if switched on the motor, and he went for some other work, and he did not come back, and he was not there. He was supposed to be there in the office, and the call is to come. So the land phone was there, in that the person from the tank, he had called that the water is filled and it is overflowing, you can switch off the motor. But this fellow was not there, so he could not pick up the phone, and he was roaming with somebody else, and roaming like that and all. And after that, the time for completing this one was over, and he went on like that. He forgot about the matter that he had to switch off the motor. So and it was working all throughout the day like that, and the motor burned. So it was some costing around 4-5 lakh rupees, very costly motor it was. Okay, and he had to lose his job, because he got a good job there, and since he was not careful about the job that he was doing, the company or the this water authority, they had to lose so much a huge expenditure, and they had to send this fellow out. Means this fellow was not a careful person. So if a job is given to us, we have to be careful about it. You know. So some people, they don't care. They don't be careful. Imagine, just think about this one. See, like if we are taking the class. So when we take the class, we switch on the fans, we switch on the light. And so sometimes what happens is that when we are, by the time we complete the class, the power may go. So when the power is not there, so the fan may not be working or the light may not be working, and we close the room and we will go. But afterwards, when the power comes, the fan and the light and all will start working. So it will be, see, like if we go, and after that nobody is going to come back to the school. So next day only. So all night this fan and the light and all will be working. So what happens? The electricity is wasted like that. You know, and if sometimes if the fan is not having a problem, if it is working for all 24 hours also, it is not going to affect much. So but the electricity is being wasted. So all throughout the night it will be working like that. You know. And next day when we come only, we'll come to know that this person this is not okay, it was not switched off. So such kind of issues may take place. So this is because of the carelessness. So when we are going out, we have, even though the fan is not working, but we have a look at the switchboard whether the switch is on or not. And if the things are found on, we have to just close it, so that these problems may not take place. Okay. So this is about the human causes. There may be other things also there, like the negligence of employees. So like we are giving important instructions to the employees to follow, but they may not take care much. Sometimes they will be careless. Okay, so they will think that, oh, these things are not much important, let it be like that. Okay, so they will leave things like that. So it will create problems, losses. And stoppage of work due to power failure. Another big problem is that, like most of the companies, they work based on the electricity. So it is like if like in our okay, so we are when we have to do something. So see when this what to say, the power failure will be there. So many of the companies, they depend only on the electricity. If in our school we are having, like if power is going, then we have a generator. So imagine, see, like if you want to work 1 hour, if the electricity or if the generator has to work around 7 liter of diesel has to be spent. Okay, so that bigger machine. So imagine, see, like if we are using the electricity, the cost will be very much less. Okay, but imagine that if we are using 1 hour, if the generator is functioning for 1 hour, it will cost around 700 rupees, means 7 liter of petrol required. Okay, diesel. And, diesel price is somewhat around 100 rupees. So it will cost around 700 rupees for 1 hour. Okay, so if 3 hours, if it is working, 2,100 rupees will be spent. But at the same time, if this is working on electricity, some 500 rupees expenditure only will be there, maximum 1,000 rupees. Okay, so comparatively, this is a huge loss. Okay, so and sometimes imagine that's like if we are having the generator, so this can be functioning. But see, there are these in companies and factories and all are there, so they are having very huge machines, very huge equipments are there. So these equipments may not be able to function on the this one, what is a generator. So that much power will not be there for the generator. So if electricity is not there, then we may not be able to produce the products. But in see like these companies and all, they are being in the city areas, or they will be in the industrial areas where they get a continuous supply of power. But if this does not there, if any, because of any problems, if power failure is there continuously for 2-3 days, if there is no electricity, if there is like a rain is there, or some wind is there, and if the line is getting broken because of this, so in such kind of situations, there will be a problem like that. Okay, so this will have to be a big problem. Or there may be some kind of like strikes, riots, and all these type of things may be there. So the employees will not be ready to work because of they have some kind of problem. So they may strike, they may like some riots will be there. So because of these kinds of things, the work may not work, go on. Then another important problem is about a management inefficiency. If the management is not efficient, then also the work will not be going. So if there is a manager, and if he is not able to do the activity properly, and if he is not taking care of the works that he is supposed to do, then also this will create losses. Okay, so all these type of things are the human causes. Okay, next topic that we have to study is about economic causes. Economic causes. These includes uncertainties relating to demand for goods, competition, collection of dues from customers, change of technology or method of production, etc. Financial problems like rise in interest rate for borrowing, levy of higher taxes also come under this type of causes, as they result in higher unexpected cost of operation or business. So this is another reason is that some economic reasons will be there. Some economic causes also can be there as a risk. So these includes uncertainties relating to demand for goods. So we don't know whether, say, like if we are producing a product and when we make it available in the market, there is no any guarantee that these products will be demanded. So the demand of the product may increase or decrease. There is uncertainty of demand. Then competition. So by the time we bring this product into the market, there will be many other companies also bringing the similar type of products. So our product may not be getting much demand. Another bigger issue is about demand, this competition. Then regarding the price, so if we expect that this product can be sold on 100 rupees, but when we produce a product and make it available in the market, so if the price falls to 80 rupees, so then we will not get a sufficient amount of profit. Then change of technology. So sometimes the product that we are producing may be outdated products. You know, so if a low quality or if the low, say means if the old technology if we are using, people will be just interested to purchase only latest technology. Isn't it? So like imagine that if you are going to purchase a TV. So earlier when we were small, the TVs were like a black and white TV was. Okay. And there was an antenna like a T-like. So like this one antenna is there, and on that there are some lines like that. So that's such kind of an antenna was there for connecting. And only one channel we were getting, that is Doordarshan. Okay. Nowadays we are having plenty of channels, and we can watch all the type of programs, very high quality programs are there, HD programs and all that. In our times, when we were small, when we were at your age, the TV was there, and only one channel we were getting, that is Doordarshan. And in this also, the signal quality was very much poor. Most of the time, the things whatever is shown were not seen proper. Or you can see like the programs in the Doordarshan. Nowadays, people are not interested in watching Doordarshan because the programs are not of very high quality. It is a government company, and the people are running the programs, but there are very attractive programs are there in other private channels. So, and we are paying money for it, and we can get it a very high quality, high definition HD quality videos and all are coming. Okay. So when we were purchasing the TV, it was black and white TV. So then afterwards, the black. Can you see me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there was like the TV was like that. So only Doordarshan, only one channel was there. And after that, this black and white TV has changed to color TV. But this color TV also was big in size, like big dibba, like a TV was there. Older TV you might have seen. So in that, it was color, but a big, like it is called as CRT monitors. Okay, bigger, like a picture tube is there, and from there this screen is there. A curve like a thing is there on the top. It is like a big box. It was. So such kind of TV came. After that, the LCD monitor came. LCD TVs are the flat TV that now we are having such kind of LCD. Now people are using LCD also. And after that, now this LED TV is there. Okay, so now LED is also there. LCD also, both are working. People are using both type of this one. And now there are smart TVs. You know. So now latest technology is a smart TV. Now if you are going to purchase a TV, you will purchase only a smart TV where you can connect YouTube, where you can have internet access. Okay, so directly connected with the, you can see like as you are using your mobile phone, you can use it so directly. You can enter into YouTube channels. You can watch YouTube videos. You can also get connected. All the channels are of high definition HD channels. You will be getting all these facilities. You will be getting. So such type of TVs are available. Now, see, like if we produce a TV like a normal LCD TV, if we are producing and bringing it to the market, but there will not be demand. So there is always a change in technology, and this change in technology will create a bigger threat to the businesses, some business. Okay. Then there are some kind of financial problems may also be there, like a rise in interest rate for borrowing. So like the interest rates may increase, like loan amount. So like we are borrowing money, when we take the loan, the interest amount will be higher. So sometimes the government will decide, or RBI will decide the interest rate to be higher. Sometimes they will reduce the interest rate. So such a kind of variation will be there. If the interest rates are increasing, then we have to pay more money. So that will create a issue. Then levy of higher taxes. So sometimes the tax rates also will be like now, see, like GST came. So new tax rates are there. So sometimes the government will increase the tax rates. So this will also create problem in the business. Also, these also come under the cost of costs as they result in a higher unexpected cost of operation or on business. So these kinds of problems also will be there, and they are also coming under the category of economic causes. Next topic that we have to study, or the last type of business risk, is other causes. Other causes. So there are also some other causes which are not in these categories. So we have studied about the natural causes. This is about natural calamities and other kind of things which is people are not having any kind of control. And human causes are the behavior of the human being. People, when they are depending on the behavior of the employees. And economic causes are there, like a change in price or change in demand, or the, related to the economical problems. And other causes are there which is coming not in any of these categories. Okay, these are unforeseen events like political disturbances, mechanical failures such as bursting of boiler, fluctuation in exchange rates, etc., which lead to the possibility of business risk. So there are also some other causes, some other reasons also may be there. Okay, so like some political disturbances, so like some kind of political parties may interfere in the business. So they will stop some kind of businesses. They will motivate some kind of businesses. So different political parties are there, and they will make interference in the businesses. So that will be one reason. Mechanical failures such as bursting of a boiler. So sometimes say any mechanical part, those machines may stop functioning. So like sometimes machine get burned, sometimes it will blast. So these kinds of bigger problems will be there. So that is also another type of issues. And fluctuations in the exchange rates. Sometimes the exchange rates may variation will be there. So when we consider about it, especially the companies which are making foreign trades, for these companies, these type of things will be having a bigger issue or bigger problems will be there. Okay, so these are the different causes. Okay, next in the page number 24, there is a box given there, and it is showing methods of dealing with risk, how we can solve the, or how we can avoid the problem of business risk. Although no business enterprise can escape the presence of risk, there are many methods a business enterprise can use to deal with the risk situations. For instance, the enterprise may decide not to enter into too risky transactions. So there are some methods that we have to follow in order to avoid the risk. We cannot fully avoid the risk, but we can reduce the amount of risk. So it is, as we have said, that risk is an unavoidable part of the business. You cannot avoid the risk. Without risk, business is not possible. But we can reduce the amount of risk. Okay, so if we are careful, if we understand the things, we can reduce the amount of risk. So how we have to do is that, first one is that we should avoid entering into such kind of contracts. So very heavy risky businesses we should not do. If we come to know that there are very heavy risk, so such kind of activities should not be done. Decide not to enter into too risky transactions. Imagine that's like you are making a transaction with a customer, and you know, see, like this customer is not a trustworthy customer. Or if you are, see, like if you are a shopkeeper and a customer is coming and asking to give you this product for credit, they are no, he said that now I am not having money and I will give you tomorrow. Or and he is purchasing for very higher quality product or higher value product, and he is say like 3,000, 4,000 rupees product he has purchased, and he is saying that the money I will give afterwards. And you are not much familiar with this person. So in such a case, if you are giving credit to that person and this person is disappearing, if he is not coming back, you will have to lose it. You know, so such kind of things we have to be careful. If you are knowing the customer, and if he is a regular customer, if we know him, where he is staying, all these details, if you are aware, and if he is a person already he has taken credit and afterwards also he will give that back money, or in such cases are there. So in such kind of things, we can take a risk also. It is a risk, but that is quite possible. Or when you are borrowing money or giving money to somebody, then all these any type of transactions are there when we do business with some unexpected persons or not trustworthy people. then we have to be careful. Okay, so that is one thing. And secondly, take preventive measures like fighting devices to reduce risk. So there are some kind of like equipments are there. It's like a lightning is there. So in order to protect, you might have seen that like antenna like thing is kept on the top of the buildings and all, in order to protect from the lightning, you know. And also, if you come in, if you watch in our school, we can find that there are some fire extinguishers and all are kept there, you know. So we are making use. If by chance if there is a fire, then in order to avoid or in order to reduce that, the fire extinguishers and all are used. And especially these things are available. You might have seen in the petrol pumps and all. You might have seen that there are some buckets are kept there, you know. And in that buckets there are also some sand is put. You know, have you ever thought that why this sand is put there? So this sand is can be, so if you throw on the fire, then it can reduce the spreading of the fire. Okay, and that this bucket can be used for bringing water and pouring water or such kind of things can be done. Or fire extinguishers are also kept in the petrol pump and all this. In every factory nowadays, it is very much compulsory that every factory should have these fire extinguishers. Okay. The next one, take insurance policy to transfer risk into insurance company. Another thing that the companies has to do is that we have to insure the products. Whatever may be the business that we are doing, whatever things that we are dealing with, we should have insurance. So we should have a proper insurance policy so that if any risk take place or if any unexpected events take place, then we will be able to get rid of this type of things. So some benefit, some money we will be able to get from. Assure risk by making provisions in the current earnings as is the case of provision for bad and doubtful debts. So see, like we create, see, like in accountancy, you might have studied about provisions for bad debts. And so such a way, some money can be kept aside for meeting the expenses or meeting the risk kind of situation. So that money, see, like when we are having sufficient amount of profit, out of that profit, some money can be kept aside for these purposes. So that is another benefit or another thing. Share risk with the other enterprises as manufacturers and wholesalers may do by agreeing to share losses, which may cause by falling prices. So select some companies may make agreement with the wholesalers and retailers and so on. So if there is a price fluctuation, then they will also bear the losses. So such kind of agreements and all can be made so that the entire risk is not necessary to be bared by the company itself, but others also can share this risk. Okay, so these are the different methods in which we can avoid, we can reduce the risk. We cannot say that avoiding risk because avoiding is not possible, but we can reduce the amount of risk. Okay, so now if you are having any doubts, you can ask. So somebody had asked me about what is a riot. Okay, riot means like a fight between the workers and also some kind of a quarrel, some type of issues will be there. So in the factory, there will be fight between the people. Okay, so sometimes some political interference also will be there. Some kind of like a strike and all will be there, or in that they start fighting each other. All these type of issues will be there. You know, so some companies, like if companies are opening at that time, this if a political party is making a strike, and if we are opening the shop, then they will come and throw stones or such kind of issues will be there. So all these type of things are there. So these kinds of unexpected things. Some riots means some kind of a quarrel or fight in the factory, and this is maybe because of the, like if a manager is if any kind of misbehavior from the side of manager is taking place, or if any such kind of problems are there. So and some caste problems may be there, or see, like these kinds of issues will be there. So in that case, they will start fighting. So the entire employees will be divided into 2-3 groups, and they start fighting each other. So this type of problems will be there. So that is about the riots. Okay. Any other doubts? Okay, if you don't have any other doubts, then we can stop for today, and we'll see in the next class. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.